Hurlock gets the ball back, but only as far as McCall. And little Tony Cotty once again offside. Well, as yet, the two big central defenders of Millwall managing to catch Cotty offside 4 or 5 times in the first half, but that certainly is a dangerous game to play with such a nippy player as Cotty. As they get the cross in now to Cascarino's header, and he scored! Tony Cascarino from a George Lawrence cross puts Millwall in the lead. To fit into a team that's doing very well as Cascarino breaks again. Gets the better Snowden and shoots. Well, Cascarino so close. And just to clear the trouble now, Lawrence for Millwall finds Sheringham on the right. A lovely pass from George Lawrence. He's got Cascarino right across the goal. He tries to put Lawrence in once again. Lawrence shoots. It's off the post, and Cascarino scores his second goal. It's Millwall 2, Everton 0.
I think in a roundabout way, I've missed Teddy more than Teddy's missed me. Teddy's gone on scoring, and I felt not playing with a partner at club level didn't really help me so much. I didn't realise how lucky I was to play with someone as good as Teddy at the time.
I do miss him.
I'm going to get the Yankee out in a minute.
You're being very kind, but what are his bad points?
He's tight. No, I don't know. I don't really think Teddy's got too many bad points. I think he just generally is a good all-round player, and that's shown for the way he scored goals and how many different types of goals he scores, not only headers. I was always renowned for scoring a lot of good headers. I didn't feel I used to score enough on the ground, but I think Teddy scores generally in a lot of ways.
Millwall's first ever game in Division 1 came at Villa Park on August 27, 1988.
Oh, there's a mistake by a rather nervy Alan Evans. Sheringham finding doors. It's Cascarino again. He's scored again. This is incredible. Two in 2 minutes for Millwall, for Cascarino.
A week later, the Lions staged their first Division 1 match at the Den, and it was Sheringham who stole the headlines with the only goal.
But it's played to Sheringham, comes across to O'Callaghan, it's run loose, it goes in off O'Callaghan. Millwall have scored! They've scored their first goal in the First Division at the Den. A scramble in the box, the ball put across by George Lawrence. O'Callaghan trying to get on the end of it, it came back off Shilton, ricocheted once or twice in the box.
On October the 1st of 1988 came another historic moment for Millwall. Victory in a 5-goal thriller against Queen's Park Rangers sent the Lions to the very top of the tree for the first time.
Hurlock having a hand in number 1.
Cascarino, oh, it's in! Tony Cascarino, as Nicky Johns looks accusingly at his defenders. A characteristically splendid header from Tony Cascarino after 13 minutes has put the Lions in front. Steen's ball, and now Francis. And Francis, who shot, oh, it's crept in. Trevor Francis has equalised. In Rangers' first real attempt on goal. And that might perk Rangers up a bit because they've spent a lot of time going backwards, but they could be in trouble now because they've let Hurlock in and Cascarino onside, and the goal is given. Well, Rangers giving it away as soon as they've got one back. Woods chip forward. Cascarino eventually crowded out. And Hurlock catches them again, and Hurlock hits one. Oh, it's a third! Terry Hurlock has got it himself. Well, Rangers are paying very dearly indeed for their errors in defence. A second Millwall goal in the space of 4 minutes. Morgan to lead another break. Sheringham to his left. Donald crunching in, and Morgan still got it. And Sheringham. A little chip over Johns, oh, and Johns got back to it, and no, it's disallowed. Martin Allen now getting Faraday away. Short cross, Francis misses it, Steen lays it out. Allen goes down, Steen's still there. Oh, wanted a penalty against Hurlock, and it's given. It's given, and there'll be bookings as well, the referee indicates, if you don't go away and get on with it. And Trevor Francis, a chance for his second of the afternoon and fourth of the season. Francis against Horn. Oh, what a save! Knocked out and then held. And congratulations all round for Brian Horn, from players and crowd. Not a very long run by Trevor Francis. 2 steps, flipped it towards the right. Maybe a little near the goalkeeper, but a lot of credit to Brian Horn for that save. (3-1) it stays then. Trevor Francis thwarted, tries to knock one in instead. Falls for Allen. Oh, and Horn can't keep that one out.
A few anxious moments, but Cascarino's 2 and that Hurlock right footer had taken Millwall top. Those jam workers would be so proud, and Sheringham and Cascarino flabbergasted.
What was the feeling like when you actually got back in the dressing room after QPR, knowing that you were top of the league after just 5 weeks?
Well, it's hard to believe, really. You come into the first division, you just want to do well for yourselves, and at the start of the season we just didn't want to show ourselves up, and then when we was top of the first division, then it's just a different kettle of fish, and it's lovely.
Millwall eventually finished their first campaign in Division 1 in 10th position. The following season, another impressive start for John Docherty's team took the Lions back to the top when they hammered Coventry City 4-1 at the Den.
What a shot coming, is a goal! Oh my word, what a start! Teddy Sheringham, the scorer. Sheringham, the man to the left. Riley facing us, Carter with the 7 on his shirt. Hurlock to the right, and then Stevens. Scotty coming off the wall, Sheringham hits it, there's a deflection, it's there! Teddy Sheringham scores his second goal of the game.
After such an impressive start, the speed of Millwall's decline proved hard to swallow. Not a single win in the final 20 matches ended in relegation. A run that cost Docherty the manager's job, and after a brief caretaker spell for Bob Pearson, Bruce Rioch accepted the challenge of trying to get Millwall back in the top flight. He nearly succeeded at the first attempt, thanks largely to an incredible season for Teddy Sheringham. His 38-goal haul for the season equalled the club record, and his 33 league goals took Millwall to the playoffs, but it all ended in disappointment against Brighton.
In that final game, we really needed to go out and attack them, and that's what we did. We kept them on the ropes for 45 minutes, and then just a couple of minutes in the second half, we just cracked again, and that was it really. All the boys' legs just went. Although we were still playing and having that little glimmer of hope, we were done really.
9 months later, Rioch's reign turned full circle when a crushing 6-1 defeat at Portsmouth was followed by his resignation. Mick McCarthy eventually won the vote to succeed Rioch as player-manager, an appointment that meant McCarthy was destined to become the last Millwall manager at Coldblow Lane. McCarthy's first full season in charge will forever be an historic one in the life of Millwall Football Club. After 82 dramatic years at the old stadium, the Lions were ready to fulfil the dream of moving into a brand new luxury den. A stadium fit for the 21st century. Millwall had come a long way since 1885, when the club was formed on the Isle of Dogs by the workers at Morton's Jam Factory. This was how the new den started, acres of wasteland, little more than the proverbial goal kick from Coldblow Lane itself. Lewisham Borough Council provided the financial support and the necessary planning permission to make the move possible. Fittingly, the Mayor of Lewisham performed the official groundbreaking ceremony. 4 lucky fans were invited to share in the club's historic occasion. Chairman Redfield succeeded in getting the ambitious scheme underway.
It will consist of 20,000 seats with uninterrupted viewing, 32 hospitality boxes with indoor and outdoor seating, 200 seats for disabled spectators with lifts, so that they're not going to be stuck in one corner. They can go anywhere they like on the 2 concourses, a sports leisure centre, 3 5-a-side pitches, a play